Defiler. This game is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Planting a lurker down over here. There's no detection either at this point. He's got Zerglings coming up, but the lurkers are going to do so much damage against the Zerglings. Oh man, this is absolutely insane. More Zerglings running down here for Great, though. He's going to attack this new base of Zeros. Going to be able to run the drones away. Wow, this is insane. And he plagues more buildings in there. Probably hits those Defilers in there as well. More Zerglings on the ground. So now he's got the crack upgrade. It looks like he's got the crack upgrade for those Zerglings. Those are going to be super effective. Especially against plagued buildings. Oh my gosh, cracklings against plagued buildings. Can you imagine? Hopefully we won't have to imagine for long. Hopefully it will become a reality very soon here. And we'll see cracklings assaulting plagued buildings. Where are those Zerglings going? I'm not sure where they're going exactly. Zerglings attacking each other in the middle of the field here. Just getting rallied all over the place. Massive Hydra Lurk Defiler army moving down the map here for Great. And this is going to be difficult for Zero to defend, actually. He's got a bunch of Zerglings on the ground, but those Lurkers are going to be really effective. He's going to be able to use the Lurkers to kill off the eggs very quickly and get in towards the extra base. The plague goes off on all the Mutalisks. A huge plague on a ton of Mutalisks. Oh man, and he plagues the lurker eggs. He plagues the neutral lurker eggs as well, so you can actually see them. Wow, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. He's going to be able to kill the Arbiter pretty quick anyways with those Hydras, but it doesn't matter. It looks like Zero is in danger of losing that bottom base, that 6 o'clock base, and he's going to be in trouble if he does. Well, it'll still be 4 bases to 4 bases actually, although Great might be setting up for another base. What is going on here? More Zerglings attacking from the front. He's trying to attack in here, but the Lurkers are going to slaughter those Zerglings so badly. Oh, man. That is not good at all. Almost picks off the Defiler. What is going on here? He's going straight for the hatchery, though, with a... Oh, and he doesn't have the crack upgrade on his Zerglings. Great does not have his crack upgrade up. So, otherwise, that hatchery would have been complete toast. Evo chambers up everywhere. They're doing upgrades on their ground units. This is ridiculous. Oh man, if we see some Guardians, that would be so. Oh my gosh. Anyway, some Lurkers of his own now out for Zero. This is the strangest Zerg versus Zerg I've seen. I mean, that one with Jadong and Yellow was a little bit crazier, but at least it was mostly air stuff for a while there. He's got the Lurkers down. He's going to be able to protect against those Zerglings. Very, very nicely done. The Lurkers in a good position, and it's going to be so hard to get Overlords out in a ZVZ to spot Lurkers. It's so easy for them to die, especially when there's usually air units around. There's not as many air units around right now. Look at that, swarmed Lurkers to protect this 4th base of Zeros. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry I keep saying it, but it's just absolutely ridiculous what we're seeing right now. We're seeing such a long game. We're seeing a macro ZVZ. We're seeing a macro and tech ZVZ, which is not heard of. And we're seeing we haven't seen Ultralisks or Guardians, but we've seen pretty much every other unit, I think. Wow, absolutely ridiculous. And yes, we've even seen Broodlings. Is he gonna do it? Yes, Broodlings. Just as I was saying it, Broodlings. The Defiler there, nice little snipe there. We've got a Plague Defiler running around into some Hydralisk is going to die. This is ridiculous. We were seeing them mine out their mains right now, and it's really difficult to tell who is the advantage right now. I think Zero actually might have fought back and gotten the advantage here, because he's had his 5th base up for longer. Great has just gotten that extra base up. And I'm really surprised neither player is building up more mutas at this point. But again, it's just a matter of, oh, there we go. Okay, so actually, I think Zero kept those Mutalisks alive because they're all a little bit damaged. So they may have been the plagued ones, and he kind of kept them off to the side, waited for them to heal up. But that's kind of the thing is a plague on Mutalisks can get them all to be so low. Such that Hydralisks can pick them off very quickly. So Hydralisks with Plague are actually very effective with the Plague alongside, especially with Swarm. I mean, if you can put a Dark Swarm on top of those Hydralisks, that can be effective too. Are we seeing a drop? Are we seeing a drop? I don't know if we're seeing a drop. The Overlords are camped over there. They may just be rallied to that location or something like that. Plague going down on a lot of those Hydralisks. Broodlings, the Defiler again. And the Brewling's actually going to kill. Are we going to see a drop? Maybe we are. We are seeing a huge drop. Crackling drop with lurkers. Oh my gosh, we're seeing a drop. He's dropped a bunch of cracklings there. Dark Swarm goes down as well. We're seeing a counterattack. Swarm going down with lurkers underneath. So there's a bunch of Zerglings there, but they're not going to be able to really do much good against those defilers. I'm sorry, against the lurkers here. You're getting a bunch of Zerglings slaughtered by those lurkers. He can't go in. Oh, don't go in. Oh, that's disgusting. So much Zergling blood. And he's killed off that entire base with the cracklings. And some of the Zerglings followed the drones down to that extra base as well. In the meantime, a couple Mulists coming in there. Zero has his own Mulist somewhere. He needs to get them over there and kill off those Mulists. In the meantime, he's coming in and brutalizing lurkers. Absolutely ridiculous. He's got his own lurkers fighting lurkers there as well. Lurker on lurker action. I don't think I've ever seen lurkers hitting lurkers before. This is ridiculous. Those two Mulists really need to get taken care of. He needs to do something about that. Both players losing a base. Great losing a base to that drop, and then Zero losing a base to the counterattack. He needs to save that base. It's only two Mulists doing way too much damage. They should not be doing that much damage. He needs to get an attack there, but he's worried about his front right now as well. Great is moving in here. He's retaking that top base there. And that's actually going to be very bad. If he keeps that base, it's going to be horrible. Zero is going to be able to clean up those two Mulists there. He's got more Mulists. He's running with cracklings into Great's extra base as well. Going after the drones. He's killing off those Mulists. He's going to save that base from those Mulists. And now he's got a bunch of Mulists in the house going over towards... No, never mind. He's going to use them to defend, actually. Very good move, actually, to defend against these lurkers and lings. But it looks like he actually might send it over to attack the lurkers and lings at that 8 o'clock location. What just happened there? Something just died. I didn't see what happened there. Maybe it was a Nidus Canal. He may have had a Nidus Canal morphing over in that base there or something like that. And see, this is the thing. Swarm with Hydras can be very, very effective. Mulus just running around, just picking stuff off. He's got a Queen's accompanying as well. He's killing off the Overlords. And without much of an air force, the mobility is very low for Great's army right now. He doesn't have much mobility. But here we see a huge force of Lurker, Hydra, Defiler, Ling moving in here. He's burying the Defilers. They're going to kill off those Zerglings. Zerglings pretty much completely nullified by a few Lurkers. Oh, Plague misses. Is he going to do it? He's going to Broodlings one of the... actually, I didn't see if that was a Defiler or a Lurker that he Broodling right there. Half of his mutas got plagued, and he's got just mass queens. His Zero is getting mass queens. He's mass Broodlinging with queens. This is absolutely ridiculous. And he's got his own Lurkers in play as well. He's trying to fight off. He needs to get some Scourge in there or something. Pick off that Overlord so he can't see his own Defilers. Yeah, he's moving in there with his own Defilers to protect that base. And oh my god, Ultraless Cavern! Oh my goodness! Oh my god, Ultraless Cavern! Oh my god, Ultraless Cavern! This is ridiculous! Zero has a ton of Lurkers right now. He's running them into their own Lurker fire. He's going to try and take out these Lurkers. Burrows his own Lurkers. Most of his Lurkers die to the enemy Lurker fire before they get in there. And he's going to lose his entire Lurker force there, so he's going to lose that base.